Ukrainian forces are employing a millennia-old military strategy to outfox Russians. Faced with the prospect of sending Russian troops into subterranean combat, Putin demurred. "There isn't any need to climb into these catacombs and crawl underground," he told his defense minister on April 21, ordering him to cancel a planned storming of a steel factory within the besieged Ukrainian port city of Mariupol. Whereas Putin's backup plan, to make a seal around trapped Ukrainian forces and wait it out, is no less brutal, and there are reports that Russians should still have mounted an offensive on the site. Putin's hesitancy to send his forces into a sprawling network of tunnels beneath the complex hints at a truth in warfare: tunnels may be a good tool in resisting an oppressor. So since the war began in February, reports have emerged of Ukrainian defenders using underground tunnel networks in efforts to deny Russian invaders control of major cities, moreover as to provide sanctuary for civilians. As a knowledgeable in military history and theory, I know there's sound thinking behind using tunnels as each a defensive and offensive tactic. Such networks permit little units to maneuver unseen by aerial sensors and emerge in surprising locations to launch surprise attacks, and so basically disappear. For an intruder who doesn't possess a thorough map of the subterranean passages, this may gift a nightmare scenario, resulting in large personnel losses, plummeting morale and an inability to complete the conquest of their urban objective, all factors which will have factored in Putin's decision to not send troops underground in Mariupol. The utilization of tunnels and underground chambers in times of conflict is nothing new. The utilization of tunnels has been a common aspect of warfare for millennia. Ancient siege forces used tunneling operations as a way to weaken differentwise well-fortified positions. This usually needed engineers to construct long passages beneath walls or other obstacles. Collapsing the tunnel weakened the fortification. If well-timed, associate in nursing assault conducted in the immediate aftermath of the breach would possibly result in a prosperous storming of the defended position. One of the earliest samples of this method is delineated on Assyrian carvings that are thousands of years old. Whereas some attackers climb ladders to storm the walls of an Egyptian city, others is seen digging at the foundations of the walls. Roman armies relied heavily upon sophisticated engineering techniques like putting arches into the tunnels they designed during sieges. Roman defenders additionally perfected the art of dig counter tunnels to intercept those utilized by attackers before they presented a threat. Upon penetrating associate in nursing enemy tunnel, they flooded it with caustic smoke to drive out the enemy or launch to attack upon unsuspecting miners. The success of tunneling under fortifications led European engineers within the Middle Ages to design ways in which to thwart the tactic. They built castles on bedrock foundations, creating any attempt to dig beneath them much slower, and enclosed walls with moats in order that tunnels would wish to be so much deeper. Though tunneling remained a crucial facet of sieges through the 13th century, it absolutely was eventually replaced by the introduction of gunpowder artillery that proved a more effective way to breach fortifications. However, by the mid-19th century, advances in mining and tunnel construction led to a revitalization in subterranean approaches to warfare. Throughout the Crimean War in the 1850s, British and French attackers tried to tunnel under Russian fortifications at the Battle of Sevastopol. 10 years later, Ulysses S. Grant authorized an endeavor to tunnel under Confederate defenses at the Siege of Petersburg, Virginia. In both cases, giant caches of powder were placed in chambers created by tunneling beneath key positions and detonated in coordination with an infantry. So guys, we have come to an end of this news session. Thanks for watching and please do well to like and subscribe for more updates. Until next time, goodbye for now.